Well, Steven Stamkos has the lone goal, and Tampa Bay has a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. For those of you who hate the cold and flu season, let me see your hands. Yeah, that's what I thought. In fact, if any of us get one cold, one a year, it's probably one too many. Well, for Dan Bylsma's son, Bryan, he used to take his fair share of sick days, but not anymore. Once he gets on the ice, it's hard to get him off. But for Bryan Bylsma, just getting on the ice used to be a challenge.
I noticed that my son was just more sick than any other child. My neighbor's child, the nieces and nephews that I have. Bryan always seemed to be sick and needing to go to the doctor every other month.
It was a little hard. I mean, it was just cold after cold. It really didn't bother me all that much.
Mary Beth and Dan continued to be bothered by the fact that their son could not live a healthy lifestyle, almost from the time he was born. Their frustration finally came to an end when Bryan turned 7. His illness had a name: selective IgA deficiency.
These are people who tend to get infections, upper respiratory infections predominantly, ear infections, sinus infections. They can get more pneumonias. It can involve other types of infections too. So there are some people who have it and don't know about it.
About 1 in 300 people have selective IgA deficiency, and while it cannot be cured, it can be managed with the right medication. That has given Bryan strength, though like a forward in hockey, he must be aware of his surroundings.
I feel more secure knowing that what I have isn't life-threatening, or it's not me.
He has to be a little more responsible than I was when I was his age in terms of washing his hands and being around people that are sick and changing his desk at school. I was wipe my nose that way. He's a lot more alert to those sensitive things, but he's living a normal life.
Of course, that's the goal for anyone who has battled this illness, a battle that Bryan is now winning on and off the ice.
It's fantastic. It's great to see that he can be active, do what he wants to do, and not be too closed in on what limitations are.
My thanks to Mary Beth, Dan, and Bryan Bylsma for sharing their story with us. And if you would like more information about immune deficiencies, you can check out this location, primaryimmune.org, or call them at 1-800-296-4433. All right, we've still got 2 periods of hockey left to go. We'll start with that second period. We'll see if the Penguins can get on the board. Tampa Bay with a 1-0 lead after 1 on FSN Pittsburgh.